Tesla closed at $323.90, down $5.41, 1.64% down. Post-market, we are down by a further 51 cents. What did happen today? Let's take a look at the damage that we have right now. So we broke lower than 326.34. This is invalidating our stop loss. So, you know, the buy signal that we had last Monday breaking 335.73 was a valid buy signal. Valid buy signal. We were above our bullish channel right here. And we had made a top right here, the congestion zone top. We had a break of that, showing that buyers were overpowering the sellers. This is what happened. We started to close above 335.73. We had stochastic over 60. We had the MI. We had our reversal indicator. And everything was good also on the weekly chart too. But then we stayed above for 3 days overall, and then we started to weaken a little bit. And now we are officially out of this buy signal. It's going to come again. Another buy signal is going to come again. This is why it is important to set stop losses so that when we enter, every trade that we enter has risk. If you don't want to risk your money, put it in the bank at 2%. You won't risk it. Each time we are taking a trade, we are willing to lose a certain amount of money. And this is the amount of money that we suggested that was okay to lose. And let me take this occasion to contrast this with people that buy and hold and people that don't sell when they are into a downtrend. Buy and hold without selling their Tesla stock when it goes down. They might have bought here at 194 when we called another buy signal. By the way, we called a buy signal that did this. And when the stock stabilized, we sold and we saved this big of a move down. So this is what we saved versus this is what we lost in the past 2 weeks. Let's contrast this. Yes, you can say the stock is going back up. Yeah, this is why we bought back into it and we cut that other ride. So let's just keep things in perspective. Yes, there's a little bit of slippage here, a little bit of a loss, but overall, when we get a good buy signal, we are going to recoup this by times 24. So don't get scared. This is what happens. This is the stock market. This is the stock market, you guys. And what is really interesting for today's candle is that look at the bottom wick right here. Boom, we are touching perfectly this downward channel, right smack on it. Basically, this is confirming that this downward channel resistance, which is now becoming a support, is holding. So where does that leave us? We have just lost stochastic over 60 on the daily. We have lost the MI and our reversal indicator has just gone bearish. We are going to wait a while before the stock is going to be ready for another buy signal. And because we have reversed at 346.69, we are going to wait until we get back above that 346.69 to deem that move a significant move. And as I've said in the past, 372 is the ultimate buy. It is the ultimate buy because it has been in play a lot longer. Between 360 and 372, we have had a lot of action, a lot of important action. So this is the ultimate buy. 372 is the ultimate buy. In the meantime, we can find little buy signals, and this is what we are trying to achieve. If we take a look at the 1 hour chart, so on the 1 hour chart, we were following things a little bit more precisely. The congestion zone that we were in was still the same congestion zone at 335.73 and 326.34. Above was the buy, below was the sell. After the first hour, the candle came so fast. After the first hour, after the completion of the 1 hour candle, there was not much that we could do. The move had already gone. It's only on the 5-minute chart that we could have had a chance of catching it, but this is not what we do on this channel. So the first 5 minutes, let's take a look at it for fun. This is the first candle of the day, so we opened above 326.34, spent a good 10 minutes there, then first red candle, we are still above 326. Second red candle just broke 326.34. This was the sell. And then it came down, started to go back a little bit higher without stochastic over 60. This is not to be believed. And then it went boom down to 316.56, another support that we had. Tried to go a little bit lower and then started to go back up. And then stochastic over 60 was reclaimed a little bit higher. And at that point, we started to do higher lows. So basically, the stock was recovering. Stochastic came back. And then we came a little bit higher, then did another congestion zone for a couple of hours. And now we seem to be continuing a little bit higher. We seem compared to this high right here, 324. But we have not closed above. We have not closed above 324, and we also have to reclaim that 326.34. And this last candle with the big wick at the top shows us that we tried to go higher but was squished down. So the jury is still out as to what is going to happen tomorrow. On the 1 hour chart, we have no stochastic over 60. So on the 1 hour chart, this move up is not to be believed yet. If we start breaking 326.34 back with stochastic over 60, then we can change our tunes and maybe start looking at a potential buyback into the bottom of this big congestion zone. This is always a possibility to buy back at the support line of a congestion zone after we have gone below. Yeah, let's look at the rest of the market. So VIX is up 0.1. We are at 1568. But what happened is that the first hour of the day was pretty bad. So we went up to 17, and now we have been inching lower and lower as the day went. Let's take a look at the stock indices. So indices, pretty much a sideways day. Dow Jones did not move too much. It's still trying to get above 45,210. SPX a little bit of a down day. We are down 0.24%, and Dow Jones is up 0.04%, believe it or not. So SPX is down, and if we look at the 21-day EMA, we are getting close to bouncing on that EMA. So maybe this is just a fluke, and maybe because of what is going to happen on Friday, things are going to recover. But we could be having a bounce on that moving average right here. Nasdaq, we are a little bit lower. We are down 0.58%. We have lost stochastic over 60, and our reversal indicator has reversed bearish. But we are still into a congestion zone. We should not forget that. It's possible that our indicators zigzag a little bit between these two numbers. And we have this pretty nice wick right here. This is showing what has happened. Nasdaq went down and then it was pushed back up so far. Russell also the same pattern right here, and we still closed above the 21-day EMA. Let's take a look at the market. So yeah, look at this. Lots of red, lots of black, a little bit of green. So what we were expecting today were the FOMC minutes, which we got, but nothing special was discovered in those minutes. So it did not really affect the market. Maybe it helped the market recover a little bit, but the damage happened in the morning. So tomorrow we are going to get the existing home sales. We are going to get on Friday. And maybe this is what is making the market crazy a little bit this week. Fed Chair Powell's speech. Is he going to hint to a lowering of the rates? This is the big question that everybody has in mind. And this is happening at 9 o'clock. So on Friday, we are going to start seeing at the opening the perception that people have. Let's take a look at cryptos. Bitcoin has been coming down for the past 6 days. And look at this. I like to see this. Let me make this a little bit clearer for you. This is the congestion zone that we are in. We have support right here. We could not break above 111,940 in May. We tried again in June. We tried in July. And then boom, we broke above, and now we cannot break lower. This is the perfect example of what technical analysis is showing us. Why this number, nobody knows. I don't know why it's 111,940, but it is. And once we break it, then we cannot close below it. So this is great information. This is like a technical analysis masterclass. Look at this. Each time we come down to 111,940 since July 10th, and let's take a look at July 9th right here. July 9th, I just love this candle right here. Look at this. the high was right smack on it. I cannot make this up. This is so precise. This is crazy. Each time we come close to 111,940, each time we have done it only once or twice, we come down to 111,940, then what happens? We have buyers that start to buy more, and we have sellers that start to sell less, and then boom, we have another move up. So far, this is behaving exactly like it should. This is what the support is supposed to do. The support is right here. It's supposed to push the stock or the Bitcoin or the crypto back up. So yesterday we came close to that 111,940, and look at today, boop, we are bouncing a little bit. We are still below the 21-day EMA. We still don't have stochastic over 60. Our reversal indicator is not turning bullish, but we see that green candle. So maybe this is an interesting point to get back into Bitcoin if you are not into it, or if you sold at the top at the resistance here. If you sold, well, there's an argument that you can get back in. Of course, if we break lower than this, a little bit lower, let's say at this point right here at 110,619, then you can call it a stop loss. But this is a very small stop loss, a couple of thousand below for something that's worth 100,000. So that's a good risk to reward ratio, because the target would be 123 right here at the top. And let's take a look at Ethereum. Look at this, very nice bounce right here. Ethereum is going to look very interesting. This is on the 1 hour chart now. On the 1 hour chart, we have a little bit more details. So we had a hard time and we caved in not too long ago. August 18, we caved in just a little bit higher than 43.48 right here. So it's possible that we cave in here too on the 1 hour chart. So take that into consideration. And this is exactly what is happening so far. It's slowing down the move up. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 candles that are stuck exactly at that price at 43.48. So by tomorrow, because trading on cryptos happen overnight, then we could maybe seeing a move higher for Ethereum above 43.48, and that would be telling us that yes, this is really the bottom of the congestion zone and we are getting outside of it, and we should be able to reach 4,700. So keep this in mind for tomorrow. You can also do Bitcoin and buy back right now. You can buy back right now and use maybe this stop loss right here, which is the top of a previous congestion zone, and that would be 39.35. Yeah, this was not the best day today, but if we take a look at Tesla on the weekly chart, still have stochastic over 60. We still have our reversal indicator that is bullish. Not all is lost. The weekly chart still looks pretty good. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.